since early this morning. There have been people, even before the doors opened, people were lined up all the way down to the end of the parking lot.
I've been in the polls most of the day. So the first person that came here this morning was here to vote at about 6:15 and waited till 7 o'clock, and then we had a steady line after her. So she wanted to be the first one to vote. So this lady had not voted for a long time.
Oh goodness.
So she.
Oh good.
I said, sure, go, number one. You earned it. So.
Yeah.
But people come here before 5:30.
I'm opposed to Senator Obama's take on distributing the wealth, because I think what this economy really needs is more jobs, people who are employed actively and receive their income and don't depend on a massive federal government to provide funding for them.
We have the Iraq War going on, a sluggish economy that's getting worse into a very serious recession state.
I have never seen so many cars in the parking lot. And I've been voting and working on getting people out to vote and writing letters to the editor for 20 years. And this is so great to see.
Democracy's alive.
Yeah, that's what counts.
Hooray for us.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
My
This is
son
a good
came
thing.
and said, it's time to do our civic duty, Mom.
Right.
And he was right. It is our duty.
I would want to legitimize third-party candidates. I voted for Ralph Nader. Doesn't matter who I vote for in Massachusetts because the Democrats going to win. Obama's definitely going to win. So I think we should just throw some votes to the third-party candidates. The two parties are too similar, and they're not really going to get what we want out of them. Third party all the way.
Not 2 months ago, we suffered a very serious financial setback where not only have I lost money, but we don't know where things are going to go, and I can't trust the people that run the basic financial industry in this country anymore. Not really, I'm very dubious and concerned, if not kind of frightened over where we're going financially and economically.
I think even though our town's got, 12,000 people, Maggie?
12,000.
12,000.
Some.
Yeah, I think we're a microcosm of what's going on in the country.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming out.
It's
Awesome.
astonishing. We have both worked elections here, right? That the total that
This is
we
my
have
third
right
cycle.
now has been as much as they've gotten all day long.
Phenomenal.
And
Absolutely.
it's, as I said, my daughter spent 4 hours trying to vote in Florida, so we're so lucky that it was much shorter.
Amazing.
It's good.
Taxes have been too high for too long, and I'm afraid that if we get a new part of the new regime going in, are going to increase it and take money away from our economy. That's where they two connect together. Now, as far as the taxes are concerned on everybody, that is an issue that does affect everybody, and it does affect the poor and the as well as the well-to-do. The well-to-do, of course, is affected more so because they pay more in taxes than the rest of us. But it's got to bear in mind that if you've got taxes on the less fortunate, you're not actually getting tax money from them because they don't pay taxes. What happens is we actually send them a check.
Everybody knows each other from political campaigns. But it's good. It's friendly. It's nice. It's nice to see people out voting. There's a lot of young voters this year, which is good.
I have never seen
That
this
must
kind of
include
turnout.
us. We're some of the young voters.
We're some of the younger voters.
Yes. Yeah. No one ages in Pepperell because of the water.
I go everywhere where people are doing stuff and paint it. I've got the local covered bridge in pieces. I've done to the bandstand on the nights in the summer. Just paint anything. Local visual historian.
And I think the other piece about going forward, and I think we've got, 5 hours left to go, and I think everyone who's sitting outside polling stations, no matter which candidate they're supporting, are very excited because it means people are getting engaged again. They want to participate, and that's the most important
Well,
thing.
the woman that we just saw, she was, maybe 50 years old, and it was the first time she's voted.
Yeah, I know. That
it's
kinda
not
takes
just
your
the youth
breath
vote
away.
that this is turning out.
Yeah, it takes your breath
I
away.
had a
when you
button that
think
had this exact graphic on it, and I gave it to a woman who came up and said, "I'm 48 years old, I've never voted before." I said, "Here, you need this."
Wow.
Took it right off my shirt and gave it to her.
That's cool. That's cool.
Election,
A lot of people gave up a lot of things, so
a
we
long
can do
time
this.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do this.
And it's time to relearn that the depends
Right.
on us voting.
Right.
Actually asked if her daughter, who was 17, could come and work with us today because she actually was really disappointed that she couldn't participate in the election.
Missed it by 1
yeah,
year.
by
Yeah.
actually less than a year, like about 5 or 6 months on her birthday. But just to be here, I let her go inside so she could see how we do the vote tallies and watch the process and talk to the poll worker for a couple of minutes. It's really great because young people really are excited to find out what's going on. Why is it that it's so important to vote? So we spent some time going through, what the rules were about engagement with voters outside the polls, so, that you'd understand that, guess what, next election cycle, you are going to be able to vote. So she left very excited.
I just feel that, we're heading the wrong direction and been on the skids for 8 years too long. So I'm going to go for a change. And things may not be perfect either way, but gee whiz, I can't have what we've had the last 8 years, and I'm concerned about our future. And,
my oldest son is 33, and he said, "Oh, I wish I grew up when you and Dad did, because we grew up in the 60s. You guys had things that you really could get out and really make your voice heard about that were really important, helped to change the world." He said, "My generation sort of missed that a bit." And I said, "Well,
Here's
you
your
don't,
chance."
you don't miss it if you vote and you
That's right.
participate." So it's really a good focus, good catalyst to get it back out.
Historic.